asked him, and he's been on our show several times, and what he's done is incredible with the Susan Satriano Foundation, giving out scholarships to so many high school seniors all over the country. It's incredible. So without further ado, I give you my good friend, Joe Satriani.
Thank you, Howie. You've always been a great supporter. I like to believe I'm an athletic supporter myself.
Wow.
But I like athletes. No, but the talent here tonight, unbelievable. The Ms. New York Senior America pageant people, I've been fortunate enough to have met them, many of them. I was actually a judge 2 years ago. What a great experience doing that. Just a wonderful bunch of ladies who really shine through and dispel the rumor that 60 doesn't mean that it's all over. And as a matter of fact, instead, what they do is they move forward and they promote beautiful, beautiful thoughts and New York as well. So you guys are great, and the talent is unbelievable. The belly dancers in particular, Howie, I really thought that was a restricted naval area.
That's pretty bad.
But just real quick, I'll tell you what my story is. I was married to my wife Susan for 29 years. We were both high school math teachers. Please don't hold that against me. And of course, what do high school math teachers do, Howie?
They multiply.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
And yes, the boys are born on the same day, 5 years apart. That's because we as math teachers did a lot of calculating. And it's wonderful. As I get older, all I have to do is forget one birthday. Rough crowd, Howie.
Very. But one of his sons lives in the best state, and that would be?
New York.
Canada. No.
Joe's son lives in Massachusetts.
Yeah, my other son lives in Canada.
And Joe will be at the Boston show, right, Joe?
Absolutely, wearing my Yankee uniform.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you know, life was beautiful. We were married for 29 years. You know, we went the all-American route. We got the house, we bought the dog, we had the kids, and then life suddenly tends to throw you a little bit of a curve sometimes. 16 years into our 29-year marriage, Sue contracts breast cancer. 13 years after she passes away. I actually retired 4 years early from my job at Roslyn High School, where I worked for 32 years, because of the fact that Sue's health had taken such a bad turn, and I was literally cheating the kids I was teaching. I was not there in mind, I was there in body. And I went to my district, and they were very nice about letting me actually spend the last 4 years of Sue's life together with her, and I wouldn't change a thing other than the outcome. Because in 2005, she does pass away, and Joe here now has no direction, no purpose, no job, no Sue. I was totally lost. And if anyone wanted to find me in the next 6 months of my life, it was very simple. All you had to do was come into my bedroom, because there I was under my covers in fetal position crying all day. But I'm going to take this ugly picture I just painted for you, and I'm going to twist it all around, because it was amazing. I don't know why this happened, but it absolutely did. I had an epiphany. A lightning bolt struck my head and said, what am I doing in here? I'm doing nothing for anybody, including my kids, myself, humanity. It was right then and there that I said, I'm going to honor Sue by starting a foundation in her name. So the Susan Satriano Foundation. If you notice, the first thing that this math teacher did was use the creative side of brain, which is highly unusual for math teachers. And I developed the logo for the foundation. If you notice, there's a double S kissing at a pink heart for Susan Satriano. I'm so glad her name was Susan, it wouldn't have worked with the heart.
You figured it out.
Figured it out, yes, very good as a math teacher. Thank you so much. Who put her in the crowd? Anyway, so the story goes that I decided that I was going to target certain kids. They have to meet 3 requirements to get the foundation award. Number 1, they have to be a graduating high school senior. That's easy. Number 2, they have to be going to an accredited college in the fall because it is a scholarship for their higher education. Number 3, and the worst part, is that they have to have, unfortunately, a parent who has either passed away of cancer, presently battling, or in remission. If they meet those 3 requirements, they get the award hands down. No tests, no essays. Lord knows these kids have enough on their plate already. They don't need me to add to it. The only thing I ask is that each school give me 20 minutes with each child, because I think that's more important than the money I give them, truly. That I go and talk to them, and I tell them my story, and I'm telling you, I'm a stranger to them, but they open up like crazy. It's just unbelievable how they suddenly becomes a very cathartic episode for them. They say things that I remember when Sue and I were battling the disease. I'll say things to them. It becomes a wonderful thing. I'll tell you the truth that I've done this for 12 years. I'm still in contact with the kids who are no longer kids. They actually have kids of their own from 12 years ago. Because they write to me and they tell me how they're so appreciative of the money, but more so, they're appreciative of the fact that someone just came to their school and reached out and said, I know what you're going through. It's not that hard to do. So, the foundation has been incredible. You're looking at the foundation, it's me and me alone. I'm so proud to say that in 12 years, I have given out to over 1,300 kids, well over $900,000 in scholarships. Now, one may ask, how does someone like me raise all this money? Well, my last name ends in a vowel, Howie, so you know what I do.
Absolutely.
Oh,
No, he robs banks. No, that was the line. No, I don't rob banks. I'm just kidding. Actually, I run events. I actually wrote a book. I surprised myself because I'm a math teacher. What do I know about words? My book is called In Sickness and in Health, A Memoir of Love. It's the story of my life with Susan. It's actually not a book about loss, even though you know the ending. It's a book about hope and optimism and love. That's the way Sue and I lived it. But the best part of the book, 100% of its proceeds goes to the foundation. And also, I'm very proud of the fact when I gave you that number of $900,000, 100% of that money goes right back to kids, because no one works for me. So therefore, I can honestly say that I give myself a zero balance in June after the last awards assembly. I divvy up all the money amongst the kids who I'm helping that year, and the amount of money I've been able to raise, and then I started up again in July, from July till May. So, the book has been amazing because people are actually reading it. I can't believe that. I'm a math teacher. I can guarantee 2 things about this book. Number 1, the pages are numbered consecutively.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. I think they're warming up to me, Howie. I'm not sure.
Simplify the equation. Joe, it's a good read.
Yes, well, you could wait until the movie comes out if you like. You know, of course, it's so obvious who'll be playing me. It's George Clooney. You see it? Yeah, we just have to work out George's schedule and we'll see. Anyway, but the other thing I can guarantee about the book is that it does come in a hardcover version and it does make a better doorstop. Yeah, but stick it in between any hinge and any door. It'll keep it open all day long. But it does have multiple purposes. You can actually read it as well. So, yeah. And people have told me that they're inspired to, after they finish reading it, because they want to emulate the way Sue and I handled the 13-year battle. We did it with laughter and love and humor. That was us, and it really helped. So anyway, so the book is one thing. By the way, I'm writing a second book, Howie. Did you know that?
and guess what it's going to be called? How about this? Aftermath.
Yes. Do I have too much time on my hands, Howie? Seriously. Yeah, it's the story. It'll pick it up from Sue's last breath to the present, and that's why it's Aftermath. But one other thing I would like to just take a few minutes of people's time is another way that I raise money for the foundation is I run events. And one of the events that I'm running in June 8th in Seaford High School is called the Walk of Lights. And what it is basically, for $20, people will purchase a luminary bag, pink for someone who's passed away of cancer, gold for someone who's presently battling or in remission. You'll get a tea light candle as well. We place the bag around the Seaford High School track, and we walk as long as we want, or as short as we want, or until the oxygen runs out, whatever. But the nice thing also is that there'll be entertainment, because there will be the Seaford High School band and chorus and DJ and dancers doing their thing. So it's a poignant evening because every bag represents somebody. And by the way, if we get early registrations, we print the name of the person that you're honoring on that bag, and this bag becomes very meaningful to you because it does represent somebody. And the other thing is that 100% of that money will go right to scholarships as well. So I do hope that you consider coming out on June 8th. If you want more information, just call me. I'm lonely. It's 516.
He's never home.
516-603-5520. Or you can go on the website, www.susansatrianofoundation.com. Howie, thank you so much for the time, and you're the best.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Satriano.